Hey y'all, hope you guys are well. I just want to talk to y'all real quick about something. You have to change your mindset. I was riding with somebody today and we passed this dealership. It was a Bentley, McLaren, and a Rolls Royce dealership. And they were just like, man, I've never seen this type of dealership before. Like, you know how much those cars cost? 200,000, just, throwing out numbers. I was like, yeah, I know what they cost. You know what I mean? Like, I know. And they just seem so flabbergasted by seeing this dealership and thinking about the prices of the cars. And meanwhile, I'm just like, oh yeah, a Rolls Royce, that's gonna cost you, yeah. Like, I'm like, yeah, I know what they cost. And the difference between me and this person was when I saw that dealership, although I have no desire to get a Bentley, Rolls, or McLaren, even if I had the money, I have no desire for that. But I never looked at that dealership and said, I can't have that. And that was the difference between me and this person. They were just kind of like, man, like, that's a lot of money. And I'm just like, people making it every day. People making it every day. And we had a conversation. I was just telling them, like, I'm where I'm at because I decided to not allow myself to believe that I can't have nice things. Like, I'm just not that person. So you'll never hear me say, ooh, I may say that's too expensive right now, but if I want it, I'm gonna get it. Like, I'm not just gonna say, oh, I'll never be able to afford that. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna speak that, because I know if I speak that, that's exactly what's gonna happen. So instead of saying I'm never gonna be able to afford this, I'm gonna say I can't afford it right now, but I will eventually. And that's what you have to do. You have to train your mind. You can't allow yourself to only see and believe what you can see. Like, so if you only make $50,000 a year, you shouldn't be driving a Benz, like a new Benz. Like, and if you driving a Benz, I don't know how you're doing it with that type of salary. But if you are, you see what I'm saying? Like, things like that don't make sense. But at the same time, you have to understand that you can say, you know what? I may not have the money right now, but if I want a Benz and I only make 50,000, I'm gonna get a Benz. I'm gonna get a Benz. And you have to find a way to tell your mind every single day, I can get exactly what I want out of life. Because when you do that, you don't understand how powerful the mind is. Just telling yourself, speaking out loud, saying that you can have these things, like it's attainable. So I'm never gonna say I can't get that, or I'll never be able to afford that. Because where I'm at now, I'm like the only black person that lives here besides one of the people that work here. I know people be walking around, they be looking at me like, how she can afford to live here? The same way you can. Because I addressed my limiting beliefs. I never said, okay, I can only afford to live in a place like this, or a place like that, or drive this type of car. Like, I don't have a luxury car right now, but I do want a luxury car eventually, and I know I'm going to get there. But I'm not going to say, well, I can't get a luxury car right now, so I'll never be able to get one. No, I'm not going to tell myself that, because then that's exactly what is going to be. So I want you guys to address your limiting beliefs, address your mindset, address the things that you're speaking over your life. Are you telling yourself you're always going to be living in the basement of your uncle's house? Are you telling yourself you're always going to drive that 2005 Camry? Are you always telling yourself, you're never going to get more money, get a higher job, higher paying job? You're never going to get a spouse. You're never going to, are you telling yourself that? And that's something I had to be honest with myself about. Like, I've been, over the last few weeks, just like, with the men out here, I don't foresee how me getting a husband, or meeting a husband, or husband finding me is gonna happen. Like, I'm not dating these type of men. Like, but I had to say, okay, if that's what you believe, that's exactly what's gonna happen. So I had to stop saying that. And it's hard. It's hard because it's hard to believe in what you can't see, right? Because all I'm seeing is men that are X, Y, and Z, and men I would never want to be with. So when you run into that issue, you're like, okay, that's all I'm ever gonna get. So it's easy for me to say this is it. But when you start to say, you know what, this is all I may be seeing, but it's not all that I'm ever gonna get, something shifts. Something shifts, y'all. So I need you to start addressing why you think you'll never have enough money to go on a vacation, why you'll never have money to help your children out or fix your house up, or whatever the case may be. You need to address that and find out, why am I telling myself these things? Is it because my family always felt this way and that's that same mentality that they put on me? Or is it because that you just don't believe that you can have what you want in life? I'm not here to give you this magic speech and just your life gets better, but I'm here to tell you that if you want something, it is attainable. It's attainable. So I never tell myself I can only make X amount of dollars, because I know that's a lie. That's a lie from the pit. If I want to make whatever I want to make, I'm going to make that money. I don't know how it's going to get made, but it's going to get made. So I hope y'all are listening, and I hope that you take this message and this doesn't have to be about materialistic things. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. Like, you gotta push through, and you gotta change your mindset. You gotta figure out a way to look at things from a different perspective. Because if you only have made $50,000 for your whole life every single year, of course you're gonna think that that's all you can make. Instead of saying, you know what can I do to get me some more money? Okay, my job, they give me X amount of dollars for tuition a year. Maybe I should go and get a degree, another degree, or a different degree, or a certification. Maybe I should go take the certification that'll help me in the role I'm in now, but it'll give me more money so I'm certified now. I can, ask for a pay increase, or if they don't give me that, I can move on to another job that will pay me that. You know what I mean? Like, we have to be resourceful. Like, use the benefits that your job is giving you to get where you want to be in the future. Like, if they're paying for tuition, why are you not trying to get some type of education or learning? Unless you really can't learn, which I don't think that's the case. If you're watching this video, you probably can learn. Go use that. Like, it's time out for us just doing what we do just because it's easy and it's what we used to. Like, I'm telling you, from the looks of it, I got it all, right? But I'm telling y'all, there's so much more that I want out of life. It's so much more. It's so much more. And people, they will sit with me and be like, wow, like, her outlook on life is so different than mine. Yeah, because I'm not going to allow what I'm in right now or where I've been to make me feel like I can't get where I want to be. I'm just not going to do it. Listen, the sky, it ain't even a limit. I told one of the people that I work with, I was like, listen, the only limits that you put, that are put on you, are the ones that you put on yourself. Like, only ones that exist are the ones that you put on yourself. Ain't no limit. Go where you want to go. Do what you want to do. Achieve what you want to achieve. But you have to be willing to tell yourself that it is possible. It's possible. I know it's not looking like it, because you're sitting in somebody's basement trying to make ends meet. In this dead-end relationship, and you don't think nobody ever gonna love you better than what you got, which ain't much, but you think that, right? Or you think going back to your ex that treated you like trash is what you need to do because you don't think there's gonna be a better person for you. I'm here to tell you that's a lie from the pit, and you gotta stop telling yourself that that's all you can ever get. You can only make $20,000 a year. You can only do this. You can only have this type of person. Stop telling that lie to yourself. And when you do that, stuff gonna change. Stuff gonna start to shift. There's gonna be a shift. So I hope that blessed you. If it blessed you, leave a comment, like the video, subscribe. I never say that, but I think it's important because I need to know that you're watching this video to the end. And yeah, I realize I never introduced myself in the videos, but my name is Joy, by the way. So y'all stay grateful, stay faithful, stay consistent.